What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and each other. Now, today we are going to be doing a tier list. We're going to be ranking all the Walking Dead deaths and putting them all in this tier list. So, if you haven't, this is up to season 10. So, if you haven't seen Walking Dead up to season 10, you know, there's going to be spoilers here, so it's up to you if you want to watch it or not. But we've got Still Not Over It as a tier, which is sort of like, no matter how many times you see it, it still gets you and puts you in your feels and really puts you in a mood. But pretty sad, pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty sad, but it's not over it yet. Like, Still Not Over It is like you still think about it every day, and it brings tear to your eye or something, you know. They were cool. Yeah, they were okay. Their death was okay. Don't give a shit. I'm gonna change that actually. Don't give a shit about you. Then we have Should Have Died Sooner, and I Celebrated Their Death. Although I will say I would never usually celebrate somebody's death. I just want to get that out of the way. Just put that as a tier, so you know that I really hate them. Okay, got Amy. I mean, Amy, I didn't really give a shit about her death, to be honest. It was literally just a death that was put in place so that Andrea could I don't know. I'm not too sure, but her death was there. Like, she shouldn't have died sooner. She didn't really have any participation. And you know, it was a little bit sad, I'll say that, but just I don't give a shit about that death. Simple as that. Jim, man, he was cool, man. He was cool. He was on the season one people. He was pretty cool. I mean, he really knew how to dig graves. I mean, and holes. That was that episode was quite interesting. Why he was doing that, and then then we found out that he dreamt it and it came true. So not too bad. And then they leave him on the side of the road as well. Yeah. Jim was cool, man. It would have been awesome to see him in our group. This guy, I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, don't give a shit about you. Patrick, the one who started the illness in season 4. He was the nerdy kid that was going all nerdy on Daryl for saving his life and giving them stuff to eat and shelter and shit. Didn't give a shit about your death. Martinez, man, that was pretty sad. Like, I like Martinez. He was the governor's right hand man. But he was an awesome character. I liked Martinez, and the way he died was fucking hell, man. Getting drunk and getting fucking chucked in the pit by the governor, eaten by walkers. This bitch, the guy who's with Martinez and the mum and the daughter that the governor came across. Should Have Died Sooner or Celebrated Their Death. I mean, he should have died sooner, realistically. Like, he's not one that celebrated the death, but he should have died sooner. We got... Oh, what is her name? What is her name? Fucking... I don't know her name. She's the daughter of the girl who the governor got with. She got eaten. Governor came over. Oh, sorry. The mother brought her over to the governor, and he just popped her in the head. I mean, I didn't give a shit about your death. Let's be real. Herschel, man. Herschel's death, man. Top are pretty sad. You know, if the tier above, if the Still Not Over It tier was named something else, it'd probably go up there. Maybe. But I'm just going based off what these tiers are. And I'm over his death, but fucking hell, it was really sad. It's really sad. Killed by the governor and Michonne's katana. So, yeah, very sad death, man. R.I.P. Herschel. And R.I.P. the actor. The governor. Oh, man. Like, even though he was a fucking great villain, right? Oh, my God. It was so good to see him die. So good to see him die, man. Ah. Yeah. Fuck the governor. You got Mika. Is it Mika? Lizzie's the older one. Yeah, this is Mika. So, oh man, she didn't deserve it. She really didn't. That's fucking tragic, being killed by your own sister. I'll put it there, actually. That's so tragic, being killed by your own sister. Yeah, I mean, she was just cool. Joe. See, I found Joe to be a very fascinating character, but didn't give a shit about his death. Actually, could you say if I got really invested in that scene where he died, would you count that as giving a shit about his death, or giving a shit about the scene with Rick and what he did? Overall, I don't care that he died. That's the point I'm trying to make. I don't care that he died. I liked him at the beginning when he first came across Daryl, because he seemed like quite a fair man, and I don't know. I just sort of liked him, but then it just, after they were gonna do shit to Carl, nah, don't like him anymore. This fucker can go here. Should die sooner. I don't know what he almost fucking did shit to Carl. Anyway, I don't like him, and I don't really like Joe. This was little Neek in the prison, one of the prisoners in season 3, who died. How did he die? Oh, he got shot in the head, didn't he? He got shot in the head by his fellow prisoner. He got locked outside by Rick. We thought he died then, and then he didn't really have much of an impact. And he had a shitty death, just a basic shot to the head. No, don't give a shit about your death, mate. Bob, now that was tragic. Bob's death, man. He got fucking eaten alive. He got fucking eaten. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely going in pretty sad. Actually, no, was Bob's death alone pretty sad? Nah, I'd say the death was cool. You were cool. I mean, no, because he's not. He's awesome. I fucking love Bob, but his death wasn't that sad. I'm gonna keep him there. Garrett, I think that's what his name is. think that's what his name is. Even though he's a shitty person, I didn't celebrate his death. I kept yelling at my monitor. I really fucking do it, but I didn't celebrate his death because he's a shitty person, man. I'm gonna put him in. Thing is, I didn't celebrate his death, but I also didn't want him to die sooner because he was a good little villain. And then I'm just gonna put him in. Don't give a shit about you, Dawn. I celebrated your death. You fucking bitch. You little bitch. And I'm a general believer that she actually didn't mean to kill Beth. But the fact she did... Man. Like, she got attached to Beth. And she did like Beth. Ish. She would fucking slap her and that. And mentally abuse her. But fuck it, I fucking celebrated when she died. Because I remember when I watched that episode in season 5. I watched it and she got killed, right? And I didn't celebrate at that time because I was still processing. Beth's death. Still not over it, man. Every time I watch it, it brings me to tears. But I remember just sitting there, right, watching it, and I was just in shock, right? And I was just crying, right? So I didn't celebrate at that time when Daryl just popped her in the head, right? Until it came to the end of the episode. And then I was sort of processing it all. And I was like, Daryl killed Dawn. Get in! And I was just really celebrating that. That was, man, fuck you, Dawn. The reason why I've put Beth, like, there's no doubt she's still not over it, because, I mean, in my opinion, she's one of the best written characters in the show, and she's fucking gorgeous, and she was just a great fucking character. I really got attached to Beth. I loved her character, man. I fucking loved it. Yeah, Dawn and I celebrated their death, and Beth and still not over it. Tyrese, what a horrid way to go out, man. He's going in pretty sad. Tyrese was amazing, man. You know, he's helping out at the prison, rescued Judith, which really skips him up, really puts him up the list in terms of a character. But this isn't characters, but he was a great character. And the way he fucking went out, man, got bit by a walker, started hallucinating, started seeing shit, and then you add the scene of Beth in the car saying, Tyrese, it's okay, you don't have to fight, or whatever she said was, it's okay now, or something, and then he died, man. So sad. R.I.P. Tyrese. Noah. I mean, it's definitely still not over it, man, because I'm well over this death, but it was really fucking sad. That was really fucking... I think that goes to the top. Because that's the most tragic death out of everyone here. That's the most tragic death out of everyone here. Fucking... Got... What do you call them things? Them, door things that they swing around. I don't know what you call them. But he was stuck in one of them, and then fucking Nicholas decides, I'm gonna save myself. I'm gonna be a coward. I'm not gonna work with everybody because we can all get out. Because we can't get out of this place alive, can we? And fucking barges the door open, squeezes out, and fucking Noah is left to get eaten by rotters. But it was pretty sad because he'd been like pinned down and proper properly been ripped into. And Glenn had to see it, man. Yeah, fuck me, man. Like, Glenn should have killed Nicholas. 100%. Who's he? Oh, he's Diana's wife from Alexandria. Man, his death was sad. His death was sad. Fucking wife beater comes along and slices his throat out of anger for Rick. Yeah. Yeah, that was something else. That was fucking sad. Yeah, and then fucking Diana's like, Rick, do it. Fucking bang. Pete celebrated your death, mate. You were this one is another one I celebrated after the episode, because obviously it ends with him getting his throat slashed, and Rick shooting Pete, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck happened? Then that was another case where I'd celebrated after the episode. Nicholas, straight up on the spot. Wait. Yeah, that's how he died, didn't he? Yeah. Because I remember I celebrated his death. When he shot himself, I was like, yeah. And then I saw him fucking fall on Glenn, and then Glenn fucking fell, and we thought Glenn died. Man, Glenn, man, what a survivor, bruh. Fucking love Glenn. Nicholas, yeah. Fucking coward, man. I'm glad he fucking died. You got... Who is this? This is Tyrese's missus? Karen? They were cool. Her death was wow. She didn't deserve that death, but her death was alright. Yeah, she did really... She was just in the season for motivational purposes, right? Yeah, she was just in it for motivational purposes. For TY moral support. I thought she was okay. But her death... Actually, her death I'm going to move up to pretty sad. We're doing this based off the deaths. Right. Axel. Man, he was... I didn't really mind him. His death was... Yeah. Should we change this? Be like, oh man, or something. Oh man, yeah, that would be better. Yeah, man, that was getting sniped by the governor. Fucking good accuracy by the governor, still. Yeah. I'm gonna put him there. I'm gonna put him in Iron Man because, you know, it wasn't the saddest death, but I mean, I liked Axel. We'll just keep him there. Fucking Sam. Is it Sam? Sam and I think that's Ron, the fucking brothers. I mean, I'm not gonna put him in should have died sooner or celebrated their death, because he's just a kid, man. He just got too scared. I can't really blame him, but he got Jesse killed. He got Carl shot in the eye, essentially. I know he wasn't the one to pull the trigger, but got his brother killed. Well, him, he was a little shit through the whole of episode fucking 6, almost. Fucking, he should have died sooner. Oh, I don't know if I celebrated his death, though. Did I celebrate his death? I can't remember if I celebrated his death. No, I'm just going to put him, he should have died sooner. Denise. Denise? Or is this Livia? No, Livia's her. Yeah. Denise, the one who got shot in the arrow. Got the arrow shot in her eye by Dwight. I mean, she was sweet, man. That's an arm, man. Sort of death. Yeah, because she kept the place organised. The food and shit. So, or was that Olivia? I can't remember which one kept the food sort of safe and monitored it and stuff. But yeah, that was pretty sad. Fucking out of nowhere. Out of fucking nowhere. But that speech she was giving when she was talking to Daryl and Rosita, that was nice. That was nice. Abraham's death. Abraham's death by Lucille. Death by bat. Yeah, that's going to go in pretty sad. That was, I mean, I liked Abraham. You know, he was... I think a lot of characters in the show have really good dialogue, but I think Abraham's got one of the best. One of the best dialogues. He meant a lot to the group, and they all had to watch him die. By Negan and Lucille. So that was pretty sad. Glenn, oh mate, still not over it, bruh. I think there would be, out of the whole show, there's 4 or 5 deaths that I can't get over. Probably about 4. The last one's in season 11 though. Yeah, man, this was tragic. This is probably one of the worst deaths on TV. This was fucking horrible, but set up with perfection. This episode, can I mention, this episode is probably, it's in my top 3 for best episodes of The Walking Dead, the show. Man, season 7, episode 1, bruh. Fuck me. One episode. So, alright, now we've got Olivia. It's Olivia, right? She's the one that got shot when Rosita tried to kill Negan, but it hit Lucille. And then, what's her name? What's her name? Alright. That's when he told Alright to kill somebody. She shot Olivia, who was standing next to Carl. I didn't give a shit about her death. I didn't get attached to her. Just didn't give a shit. Spencer, celebrated your death, mate. Because you got no guts. That was awesome. I'm going to put that right at the top, man. Because just... Negan is just such a complex character. And he knew that Spencer was trying to rat him out and get him killed. That's Spencer's Deanna's son, right? I think so. Yeah. I mean, that death was just awesome. Awesome to see. So good. Is that Henry's older brother? I can't remember who you are. Sasha. Oh man. It wasn't that of an emotional death. They dragged it out so long. I think that's the death that was dragged out the longest out of everybody. Yeah, Eugene gave her a pill that would kill her, because she didn't want to live anymore. And I don't know, her death just didn't. I feel like the people that even loved Sasha felt like that death was just built up poorly. You know, I like Sasha quite a lot, but her death was just Her death was done pretty poorly, I think. You got Morales return in season 8. Now, a lot of people wouldn't remember him, but he was one of the members right back in season 1, and they were like, when they arranged to go to the CDC, Morales didn't want to go, just went with his family, and he ended up losing his family. You know, shock. I mean, realistically, he should have died sooner. Forgotten his name, man. He's the one that killed. Where's his face? This guy. One that killed him. Yeah, I liked him. His death? How did he die? Was he the one that got his, was he the one that got his back scratched from a zombie who had a bone in his... Oh no, that was him. So how did he die? I can't remember how he died. So I'm going to put him in there, don't give a shit about you. Carl, still not over it, man. This is the second longest death that was dragged out. And fuck me, this tugged on some heartstrings. It's definitely going to have to go. I mean, for me, it's Beth, then Glenn, and then Carl. They're my top 3. Worst deaths in The Walking Dead. Although if the season 11 one was in here, then that would be first, and then it'd be Beth, and then it'd be Glenn, and then it'd be Carl. Yeah, so I can't remember how this dude died, to be honest. Dr. Carson at Hilltop. I can't remember his death. You got I can never remember his name. Garrett? No, that's not Garrett. Fucking, this is Garrett, isn't it? Where did I put him? This is Garrett. Gavin. That's the fucking guy's name. Cool. Gavin. Yeah, should die sooner. Didn't like him. Fucking, I celebrated your death. Fucking, you fucking hell. I mean, acting wise, he was fucking class, you know. But yeah, I mean, hated him, celebrated his death. Simon, I loved Simon. I loved Simon. It's either one of these two. Pretty sad. Oh man, I reckon I'm gonna put Simon in. He died by Negan. The actual death itself was, oh man, they made that a little bit more tense. That would have went up to pretty sad. Can't remember you. It's not Eric. Fucking Gregory. I didn't celebrate his death. I don't wish he had died sooner. I'm just going to put him in. I don't give a shit about you. These guys started shit on the bridge, wasn't it? With Henry and Daryl fucking whipped his ass. I can't remember how he died, and I don't give a shit about him. Jesus. Oh, mate, Jesus. The thing is, right, it was only a stab, right? He only got stabbed by a whisperer, right? But because he's such a good character and we all love him, that makes the death sad on its own. You know, he can go out in any way and it's fucking sad. That's like one of the only characters on the list that actually does to you. Like, if he died another way, it would still be just as emotional. It's just because he's gone, you know. Who's this? Terra? No, I don't know you. Can't remember you. I can't remember many of these people that are on this. I remember him. I know his face. I can't remember what he did, but I know his face, and he was quite. I'm gonna put him in old man. Fucking this dude. We'll come back to him. Oh mate, fucking. Wait, where are the other? I swear there was one more. Terra. They haven't put Enid on here. Is that one Terra or Enid? Why can't I tell? That's Terra. Don't know you. This is Henry. I celebrated your death. I hated you, Henry. And that was the woman who was asking for justice because son was killed. Yeah, I mean, didn't give a shit about her death either. But there you go, here's Terra. So that's Enid. Why can't I tell which one's Enid? Am I being stupid? That's Enid. That's going in pretty sad. And Terra will go in old man. And him, I didn't really give a shit about him, really. Move him to the front of the spikes. Yeah. I mean, Enid, we had so many great moments of Enid, man. Like, her and Carl, some of the best moments in The Walking Dead, in my opinion. Fucking, a lot of people got attached to her, man. Like, I got attached to her. Terra was, I mean, I like her, and people have been saying that she's like the best character in The Walking Dead, and I'm like, that's a massive stretch. She's nowhere near the best character in The Walking Dead, but she is fucking awesome. I'll put her in, old man. This is the guy who got scratched on the back, and then with the zombie, didn't have a hand but had the arm with the bone and got scratched. Didn't give a shit about you. Give a shit about your death. Oh, please, should have died sooner, man. I didn't celebrate your death, but you should have died sooner. You were just stupid. You weren't even a good obsessed fan of Negan in his old ways. You were just fucking, you was creepy, and then you end up killing a mother and a fucking kid. Or to be like, oh, well, I've had to be you. I made the hard decisions that you would do, right? And then fucking Negan just grabs a rock and fucking bang, bashes him, kills him. Sadiq, I'm tempted to put him at the top of old man or at the bottom of pretty sad. Old man, pretty sad. I'll keep him at old man. Oh, the undercover whisperer. I've forgotten his name. I mean, he's the one that got everybody sick in the first place, wasn't he? I believe that was him. That fucked with the water. Don't give a shit about you. He was annoying. Killed Sadiq, man, so I'm just going to say he should die sooner. No, he shouldn't have died sooner, though. I'm going to put him right at the bottom. Don't give a shit about you. Oh, yes. Rick put the fucking hatchet through his head. Not hatchet, but the machete through his head. He was a very dangerous prisoner. And he ended up throwing a walker on Rick. Started fucking all the plan up. When Rick was like, well, you're going to take this cell. You open it and clear it. Fuck that up. Threw a walker on Rick. Rick was, he's like, yeah, shit happens. Bang! I was like, yes! I celebrated his death, I can't lie. Laurie, man. Right, for one, I think Laurie is very overhated. Laurie's very overhated. Look, I know she turned Shane and Rick against each other and keeps secrets from both of them. She fucking shags Shane. She's a bit harsh to Carl. See, like, there's little accumulation of things that I can see why people really hate her, but I don't hate her that much. She's overhated in my opinion. But to be fair, Michonne and Jesse would make a better wife. But that death was really fucking sad. I'm like at the edge. I'm like on the. See, that death is like on the edge of me being able to put in, still not over it. But I just got over it because it was Laurie. I mean, like I said, I don't hate her, but I don't miss her. She's not in the show, you know. Just Murrell, man. Murrell's death was sad. See what it did to fucking Daryl? If it's the death alone, I'll put it in R-Man. Right, almost right at the top. But yeah, we'll leave him there. Nah. We've got Milton. Milton's nice, but I just didn't give a shit about his death, really. I saw it coming. Andrea. Andrea's death. How did Andrea die? Oh yeah, Milton. Got bit by Milton. I didn't really give a shit about her death. Like, I don't like Andrea as a character at all. Not one little bit. See, I'm a massive Andrea hater. But see, I don't. And her death just wasn't emotional for me personally, in a way. Oh well, you can just go and should have died sooner. You shouldn't have been in the show, Jackie. Like, I just didn't like Jackie at all. Shane. Shane's death was pretty fucking sad. Oh, that was pretty fucking sad. Who's this? Oh, this is more Spikes. Don't know you. Can't remember you. Oh, my man, T-Dog. That was like, I love T-Dog. That was either a pretty sad death or top of old man. We'll put T-Dog in. The thing is T-Dog's death sadder than Shane's? No. Sadder than Enid's? No. Toad? No. Yes. Okay, I think he does deserve a spot here. Yeah, go on then. We'll chuck him there. Sacrificing himself for Carol. It's great, man. This was the person with fucking M16. So we got to rank in M16's death. Don't want to do that now. That was the woman who, when the governor and Tara and her sister and the little girl went to the new camp. This is in Martinez's new camp. This was the girl who was talking to Tara about guns. Can't remember her name, and I can't remember her death, so chuck her there. This was the mother of the girl, governor's partner, or the governor's love interest, or however you want to class them. I can't remember her death. I remember her killing the governor, I just can't remember her death. Lizzie. I'm going to get hate for this, but I'm putting it in on man. I think that was in an emotional death. I feel like she knew she was going to be put down. But fucking hell, she's an interesting character. Like, a lot of people hate this character. A lot of people hate Lizzie. I don't. I think she's an interesting character. She's really psychologically fucked up in the head. What did she do? She named walkers. She killed her sister. She fed the walkers. And it just gets more disturbing as the episodes go on. Of the shit she does with the walkers. She'll play him with one. Yeah, man. But that was a sad death, though. Jesse, man. Jesse's death was pretty sad. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, he's here again. We'll chuck him with himself. Oh, this was the coward. I can't remember much you did, but don't give a shit about you anyway. This was one of the saviors? Question mark. Can't remember your death, so you're going in there. This is Randall. I'm gonna say, oh man, he didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that. He may have been a little bit of a paedophile. I'm not sure. There's still theories going around about that. Because we don't actually know for sure, but... yeah, we don't know for sure, but... I didn't really mind him. He shouldn't have been... I'm glad Dale was... spoke out against them wanting to kill him. Obviously he died anyway, because Shane to lead Rick into a field and then try and kill him. I'm gonna put him in. Oh man, Dale. Oh Dale, man, right at the top of pretty sad. Behind Laurie, I'd say. Yeah, Dale, man. The grandpa and the knowledge of the group. Yeah, the glue of the group in season 1. In season 2. Yeah, he was awesome, man. Dale was awesome. He's such wasted potential, man, but his death was sad. Who have we got now? We got this guy from season 2. That is Patricia. Patricia's or Maggie's stepbrother, right? Maggie's brother. Or he part of the... He was related to the Herschel's group. I didn't give a shit about him. Didn't give a shit about his death. Patricia. That's our man. I didn't mind Patricia. I liked her. And she was eaten by walkers by the hands of Beth. I say by the hands of Beth like Beth ate her like a walker. I mean that she was holding on to Beth and got taken away and eaten as the farm got overran. Ed, celebrated your death, lad. Come on, fucking wife beater. Otis. Oh, Otis didn't deserve that, man. That was a pretty sad death. He didn't deserve it. Fucking Shane. To be fair, man, Shane did think that they weren't going to make it, so one of them needed, not to make it. So, and you kind of saw he did feel guilty about it. But nonetheless, man, like, he just didn't deserve that, and I reckon they both could have got back anyway. But yeah, pretty sad. Dr. Jenner. Dr. Jenner's death, didn't really care about it, man. I liked him. I liked Dr. Jenner, but I didn't care about his death. It wasn't impactful. It wasn't impactful enough. Diana. See, that was yeah, I'll put her in. Oh man, I liked her as a character, but yeah, okay. Alpha, still not over it. Nah, I'm joking. Alpha, gonna put in... I'm not gonna say should have died sooner, because she was a fantastic villain. I'm gonna put her in a I celebrated your death. Alpha's son Lydia's sister. How did she die? I think she got eaten by walkers, right? Didn't give a shit. Eric, didn't give a shit. I didn't ever like Eric, to be honest. Who's he? He's the one that had something going on with Carol in Alexandria. Can't remember how he died, so I'll leave him there. And Sophia, that's an old man death. There we go. That's all the Walking Dead deaths up to season 10. Top 3, Beth, Glenn, and Carl. Yeah. So that is the Walking Dead deaths tier list. The Walking Dead deaths up to season 10 tier list. let's have a debate in the comment section. Who do you agree with here, and who do you disagree with here? Because I was trying to be quite harsh. And I was trying to follow with the tiers instead of putting people in the tiers that, you know, judging them off their character. You know, I tried not to let that play a part in where I put these characters. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this tier list down below. And I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Peace.